Thank you for coming back to my channel for your stimulus check and stimulus package update. Please subscribe to my channel. Please leave your thumbs up and please leave your comments. First of all, thank you so much for all the support that you give me on this channel and allowing me to do this. I really do appreciate you. Thank you so much. Y'all, if you hadn't got your third stimulus check yet, the IRS has sent out, excuse me just a second. The IRS has sent out another batch of stimulus checks. It's not a big batch, but they said it's around 2 million payments that went out. And this is paper checks and direct deposits. So be sure and watch your bank accounts. Be sure and watch your mailbox. If you don't watch your mailbox, somebody else will watch it for you. I know 2 million is not a big number compared to the ones that they have sent out, but there's really not that many people that hadn't got their checks yet. So 2 million is a pretty good clip. I hope you're in that batch. Y'all, something was pointed out to me today yesterday in my comments, and I really appreciate it. I knew this, but I just did not think about it. They said Joe Biden is wanting free daycare for 3 years old. But daycare in public school is already free. So with that, if he is still talking about free daycare when it's already free, he must be talking about private daycare would be free. And if that's the case, that really upsets me, because private school is for rich people. It's a lifestyle. If they want to send their kids to private school, they should foot the bill, not you and me. So, kindergarten is already free. Do you want to pay for somebody else's kids to go to school? I don't. Okay, I'm going to answer a few questions. I hope I get to yours, but then at the end I do have some more information I want to let you know about. Someone said they still don't have their stimulus check. Well, I just covered that a minute ago. Be sure and watch your mailbox and your bank accounts because they did send out another batch. Someone said that we need a test that would show if people is mentally capable of voting. Y'all, I've been saying this for years, and now somebody else has said it. I really agree with that, because you got a lot of people they sit at home, they never work, they never have worked, and all they want is to get a president or a vice president in office that's going to give them stuff. Well, you need an aptitude test to prove that these people are capable of working and taking care of themselves and making the right choices. Now, before anybody gets down on me, I know there's a lot of people that sits at home because they're disabled and they can't work. I have no problem at all with that. If you're disabled, God help you. You do need the help. The ones that I am upset with is the people that sits at home with choice and still got their hand out. If you're going to sit at home out of choice, you should provide your own way, some other way. I should not have to pay my taxes to support you being lazy. If you're disabled or you're retired or whatever, sit at home. Enjoy the rest of your life. I agree with that. Someone said that couples with kids are not important. It certainly seems that way with our government, because they're making all of these provisions to help couples with kids. What about the single person that don't have kids, that's not married? What about people that's past the childbearing years and they don't have kids? What about people that's disabled on Social Security, SSI, SSDI, and all of them programs? Why don't they get help? But the president is out to help young families with kids. And you know why? Because these are the people that's working hard, paying taxes, and voting for him today. Now, I'm not saying that people that's sitting at home because they're disabled did not pay taxes. They paid taxes all the years that they was working, but they're not doing it now. But if you really look at it, we all still pay taxes every time we go to the cash register. But the people that they're most concerned about is the ones that's up and coming today, you know. If you're past the age of helping them, they don't give a shit about you. Someone asked that, well, they said that they have not heard from Nancy Pelosi. Is she still around? You got to think about this. We've got a Democrat president, we got a Democrat Senate, we got a Democrat House. Right now she's getting her way about everything, so she's not going to be bitching about nothing. Before, she had to rake and scrape to get what she wanted, to cheat people all she could. She don't have to do that now. She just opens her mouth and she gets it. 2022 is coming up. Someone asked, does politicians get Social Security after they leave office? Yes, they do, and a big way. You got to think about how much they're making right now, how much we're paying them. They get a fat paycheck now. So you better believe when they get their Social Security check, it will be a fat check. It won't be the kind of Social Security check like you and I would get. Someone commented in the comments, they like the new me to keep my boxing gloves off. I plan to. My boxing gloves came off and they're hung up on the wall. They will not go back on. I am tired of trying to be the nice guy. Someone said, what's wrong with giving free daycare? Okay, I'll tell you what's wrong with it. Like I said before, free daycare. That sounds like a little gift for the rich people. And free daycare, I don't have no kids in daycare, so why would I want to pay for someone else's kids to be in daycare? Just don't make sense to me. Why would anybody want to do that? And our tax money is going to pay this. You may say free tax daycare. It's not free. Taxpayers are paying for it. You're welcome. Someone asked, why don't the employer call the old employees back to work before hiring other employees? It's because they try to call back and the old employee does not answer the phone. So therefore they don't get the message, or they change their number so the old employer can't get in touch with them. If the message is not delivered, they can't hold it against the old employee. What they should do in this, they should make it where the old employee has to touch base with their old employer at least once a week to see what's happening, to see if my job is coming back. And the times when they call should be recorded somehow. And if they don't call, they would lose their benefits. But that would make too much sense, right? Somebody said that I'm not being kind with my comments and my opinions. Y'all, life is not kind. I'm tired of being the nice guy. If you want kind, go watch L.A. Lake. He's a real sweet guy. Y'all, Amazon stock is up 3 times the normal rate of 2020. Their recorded profits, $26 billion. That's the same amount as the company made in the previous 3 years combined. Y'all, that is tax-free money. They pay 0 in taxes. That is $26 billion of tax-free money. Wouldn't you like to have that? And the rest of the big corporations that are paying their fair share, wouldn't they like to be able to do that? But Jeff Bezos has got all of these loopholes, legal loopholes that he's using. He's doing nothing wrong. He's taking advantage of the loopholes that are there. So you really can't blame Jeff Bezos for doing it. You have to blame the Senate and the Congress for making these loopholes and not closing these loopholes up. But of course, these big corporations are in these senators and congressmen's back pockets, so they will not close these loopholes. Just think about it, $26 billion from one company. If they paid their fair share, that would probably pay for this whole pandemic. I've not crushed the numbers, but I bet it would pay for the whole pandemic, or it would make a big dent in it. But our government will not make them pay their fair share. These are all legal loopholes. You can't blame them for using them. They're there for a reason. It's crazy. Y'all let me know in the comments below what you think about all of this garbage that's going on today, and ask your questions, make your comments, and act as if you're talking to your lawmakers, your governors, your local government, the president, the vice president, the senators, the congressmen, the Federal Reserve. They're all responsible for the trouble that we're seeing today. They're all responsible. None of them is guilt-free. Y'all, I love you all. Keep your faith in Jesus Christ. He's going to see us through this. He's already made a way. We just hadn't realized it yet. But we will in time. I love you all. Until next time, keep your faith in Jesus Christ. Ciao.